So, yung ating co-vertex naman ay manggagaling doon sa ating A. So, since yung ating axis is at vertical, patayo, so bibilang tayo ng 3 doon sa kanya namang x-axis or doon sa pahiga. So, mula dito sa center natin, bibilang tayo ng 3 points. So, we have 1, 2, 3. And this coordinate is at 3, 0. So, since meron na tayo sa kanan, bibilang naman tayo ng 3 sa ating kaliwa. So, we will have 1, 2, 3. And this is at negative 3, 0. So, since alam na natin yung ating mga coordinates, we will have to trace yung ating points. So, ito yung ating ellipse. So, isusulat ko lang yung ating coordinates which is at 3, 0 and negative 3, 0. Ngayon, solving for our foci or C, that is equal to 25 minus 9. We will have 25 minus 9 is equal to 16, and the square root of 16 is 4. Is at 4. So, ibig sabihin, bibilang tayo ng 4 units mula sa ating center, dun sa ating major axis. So, ulitin ko lang, since we have our vertical major axis, so pataas at pababa or vertical yung ating pagbilang. So, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our foci. And at 0, 4. And then, bibilang tayo ng 4 pababa. So, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we will have foci here, which is equal to 0, negative 4. So, that is how you graph x squared over 9 plus y squared over 25 is equal to 1. Okay, let's have another example. Pero, sorry. Ito. Let's graph x minus 3 squared over 1 plus y minus 1 squared over 36 is equal to 1. So, mapapansin ninyo, unlike dun sa ating unang dalawang example wherein walang kasama or walang numerical coefficient yung ating x and y values. So, ngayon, ang first step na gagawin natin is let's determine first kung ano nga bang kind ng graph or kung kind ng ellipse yung ating equation. Kung siya ba ay vertical or siya ba ay horizontal. So, yung ating, we know that 1 is less than 36. So, since 1 is less than 36, we will have our vertical major axis or vertical ellipse. So, ibig sabihin, patayo yung ating graph. So, we can rewrite this equation. So, we will have a squared is equal to 36 and our b squared is equal to 1. So, yung ating a is equal to 6 and b is equal to 1. Okay. So, alam natin yung a, alam natin yung b. Pwede tayo mag-graph. Pero ang kaibahan nito, meron na nga coefficient yung ating x and y. So, yung origin niya is not at its center or yung center niya is not on its origin. But ating itatranspose yung ating given values. So, yung ating center is at h, k. Since yung ating h is at negative 3, we will have, yung inverse noon, we have 3. And then, we have y minus k and y minus 1. So, since siya ay naka-negative, atin siyang i-inverse, we will have 1. So, yung center natin is at 3 and 1. So, let's graph that ordered pair. So, yung 3, 1 natin is 1, 2, 3. Dito yung 3, and then we will have y as your 1 as your y. So, ito yung center ng ating given na center na equation. And then, let's have our major axis or yung vertex natin. Yung vertex natin ay 6. And alam natin ng ating ellipse is vertical. So, ibig sabihin patayo. So, bibilang tayo ng 6 units pataas. So, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mula sa center. So, this is at 3, 7. And then, bibilang naman tayo ng 6 units pa baba. So, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is at 3, negative 5. So, ibig sabihin, yung ating vertex is at 3, 7, and 3, negative 5. Next is, yung ating namang horizontal axis o yung co-vertex niya. So, yung ating co-vertex, bibilang tayo ng ilang units? Isa mula dun sa ating center. So, bibilang tayo ng 1 unit pa kanan. So, this is it. And then, ang unit naman nito ay 4, 1. And then, bibilang tayo ng 1 unit pa kaliwa. So, we will have, ito ay 2, 1. And then, ang gagawin natin ay iti-trace natin yung ating ellipse. Sensya na dun sa part na yun, pero ellipse talaga yan. And then, let's solve for our foci. Yung ating foci, or C, is equal to the square root of 36 minus 1. Or square root of 35. And then, the square root of 35 is equal to 5.92. So, yung foci natin is roughly at this part and at this part. So, that is how you graph an ellipse which at the center is not on its origin.